Hey guys, and welcome to the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast. Just like I did in the end of the year, I'm doing this in the beginning of the year. I'm doing my little inspirational talk for this episode. Next week, we'll start up with a guest, so don't worry about it. But I wanted to talk about the evolution of the legal community. It's something that's not really spoken about unless you're going to a charitable event or you're part of certain memberships and certain groups. So I want this to be more of a promotional thing, to create conversation, of course, right? That is our purpose. And it was triggered by many things, but I think most of all, it's triggered by the new, right? So the new year, the new thoughts, as a business owner, we think about, okay, what else can I do for my business in this upcoming year, this upcoming quarter? We're always looking to evolve our business and grow our business. So understanding that and putting that in a nutshell, I kind of went back to the basics on this, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about human evolution, which I'm not going to get scientific about it. And of course, the Constitution, which is the heartbeat of the legal industry. I know it sounds boring, but I'm going to go ahead and present it in a way where it's understanding, and it's something that you guys can really grasp, because I feel like sometimes we forget the basics and we get so caught up in our new phones, our new upgrades, our new this, new apps, new software, that we forget where it came from. And so this is kind of like a reminder episode, basically. So I'm going to start off with obviously the human evolution, right? We continue to evolve, we continue to grow as humans and as a society in a whole. And sometimes that kind of brings you growing pains, just like anything else in the industry or anything else in business in general, companies and things like that. We have growing pains, right? So understanding other people and understanding why the legal industry is so slow to change is because most of the legal professionals are slow to change as well. So until we all get together and we continue to seek help when we need it or before we need it, right? Being proactive about it, and not listening to respond, and listening to learn. Those are simple things that we can do in our everyday life. When someone either rubs you the wrong way or says something, or a client gets really emotional, is what I like to call it, versus you saying that it's, or thinking that it's a direct hit towards you or something personal, versus, not taking it personal, right? Understanding that this client is going through a rough situation, probably for the first time, and they're trying to learn everything as well. And obviously, more about the legal process and what needs to be done. That's why they're coming to us, right? That's our purpose as legal professionals, is to provide that customer service, to provide that hand holding. I know a lot of us sometimes feel like it takes a lot of our time to do that, but that is our job. Our job is to, especially as a legal support staff, that is definitely our job. That is why the legal support staff was created, was to support the mission and the legal strategy of the attorney, and within that, to provide that customer service that unfortunately sometimes attorneys are unable to provide 100% of the time, which is fine. That's what the legal support staff is for. So doing those simple things, listening to learn, listening to understand, looking at life in a different perspective, which is exactly what I'm trying to do by providing you this. I'm not trying to preach by any means, so please don't take it as a preaching episode. But it's up to us, right? It's up to us to change the legal industry by our actions, our reactions, and most importantly, by sharing our knowledge, which is what this Let's Talk Paralegal brand is all about. It's why we started. And as I have said before, we're here to educate and inspire those legal professionals seeking for more information. We're bringing on new guests next week, and everything is going to continue as normal. But these last two episodes, I want them for you to take in as much as possible. And I hope that you enjoy what we have to share, and that, you know, these people, these guests that I bring on, they're paving the way. So I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want this to feel like just, oh, highlighting problems and not providing solutions, because that's what conversations are all about. Conversations are to create solutions. So in doing that, through a podcast, through a blog, through whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing through, and paving the way and sharing your knowledge and sharing content from others, you know, such as a Let's Talk Paralegal or anybody else that you follow, that's really going to ignite a fire, right? It's going to spread the fire as well. So understanding that sharing your knowledge is not only imperative, but it's the key to changing the legal industry. And that's really what our mission is about. It's not only to change the legal industry from the inside out, but it's really, you know, understanding that we're not fighting the old. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to build anew, right? We're trying to build a new system. We're trying to build, promote new perspectives, promote new initiatives. So building those tables and inviting people to those tables is really what the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast is about. And education is the key to solving most, if not all, of the problems that we are being presented on a day-to-day basis in the legal industry. The best part about the education is that it doesn't have to come from a classroom or even a book. Learning from each other and each other's experiences and sharing that information is crucial to the legal industry reform. So I encourage you to join us in our updated mission of not only changing the legal industry from the inside out, but building anew versus fighting the old. There's no way we can undo all the dysfunction that has been happening for decades if only a few join the cause. So we all have to get together and we all have to do it together. We need more people to be outspoken in a respectful yet digestible way for all. Remember that the most powerful words ever written for this bountiful country is "we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves, our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Our founding fathers, as a reminder, George Washington, James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and John Jay wrote what some may argue the most bold statement that this country has ever seen on September 17 of 1787, which again was ratified almost a year later in June of 1788. So it's time for us legal professionals to continue to uphold such words. This is what the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast and brand in general, the book, everything that we've created through the Let's Talk Paralegal brands in general, that is what we're made for. That is what legal professionals are for. We are here to be advocates. We are here to be supporters. We are here to be inspired and to inspire. We are here to carry the torch of our beautiful Statue of Liberty. And may this year bring you nothing but good vibes and blessings. May you believe that you are good enough, and may the Let's Talk Paralegal be your go-to resource for when you are seeking inspiration or further knowledge. Until justice is served, I'll be here.